From 3 critically acclaimed directors come 3 shocking tales of psychological terror. 3 startling visions of mind control in one fantastic film adventure.
You say something, Vince? I didn't think you did.
Future Shock.
I may not like your bed. I may not like this room. I may not like you.
Meet the ultimate roommate from hell.
I would like to purchase a very powerful handgun, please. It's my roommate. I want to blow his head off.
Is it a heart attack?
Experience the terror of a man obsessed with his own death.
This is the revolving door of life and death. Someone's always coming in. Someone's always going out.
There's sick, torturous things going on out there. The fact that I find it hard to ignore the staggering statistics is what my husband calls paranoia.
And visit the shrink, determined to steal your mind. 3 separate stories, 3 new dimensions of unreality, as seen through the eyes of 3 visionary filmmakers.
Hey, wow, man. Rent's not due for another 3 weeks.
I'm speeding up your 30-day notice.
Starring Martin Kove of First Blood and Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3. Brian James of Blade Runner and 48 Hours. 1992 Saturn Award winner Vivian Schilling. And Bill Paxton of Aliens and Predator 2.
Pleasant dreams, Georgie.
Future Shock. The future of terror.
Hey everybody, Tom Surratt here, and welcome to another episode of Movie Review Monday. This week's review is going to be on the horror film Future Shock. Very awesome. This thing came out in '94. It's an anthology film that I hear nobody talking about. I even looked it up on YouTube to see if there were any reviews on it, and there really wasn't. And this is great. I mean, this stars Bill Paxton, who you guys know from Aliens, Twister, and Titanic. It says Vivian Schilling, who was in Savage Land. Brian James, who is one of my favorite actors, who was in the film Blade Runner. And then Martin Kove, who was in like the Karate Kid movies and stuff. And this is a fucking sick-ass movie. It has 3 stories and 1 segment that just surrounds the whole thing. It's basically about the psychiatrist who has this new device where you like stare into this weird orb thing, and it like brings out your inner fears. And it's just awesome. The first one's about this female who goes in to see the guy, and she goes under his hypnosis, and she's afraid of being alone in the house. She's afraid of wolves and stuff like that. And the first one has Brian James in it as her husband. He has a small part in it, but it's still badass. And she's in the house, and she's afraid of these wolves coming and attacking her and stuff, and someone coming in and getting her. And the second one is Bill Paxton in it. Fucking awesome. It's called The Neighbor, which is my favorite segment in the whole movie. And it's just about this guy who he's an asshole. He's just mean. He takes advantage of this one nerdy guy, and has this room for rent, takes the guy's stuff, and just horrible. Ruins the guy's life, and the guy ends up getting screwed over for like this murder and all this crazy stuff. Very cool. And the last one I really like too, about this guy who is afraid of death, and he dies, and he wakes up, and he's in this purgatory right before you go to heaven or hell, I guess. And he's talking to one of his buddies, and he's trying to figure out how he died, and he's like, his fear is death, dying and crazy shit, earthquake and all that. He falls in love with this girl, and it's craziness. Very good film. I mean, very underrated. I don't hear anyone talking about this. It's very cool. Future Shock. I got to give this thing a 5 out of 5 stars, and it's just amazing. I fell in love with this movie. I really, really highly recommend this. Very awesome. And this thing runs 107 minutes, and it kind of sucks because for a bonus feature, it has the unrated opening sequence, which is like a head explosion. That's the same kind of concept as David Cronenberg's Scanners. Very awesome. Very awesome, guys. If you haven't seen this yet, do yourself a favor and watch it. It's very cheap. I got this thing for like $2 at this dollar store in the city right next to where I live. It's fucking awesome. Very, very cool. And that'll do it for this week's Movie Review Monday. Thank you guys for watching. Like always, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe to my channel. I always do Movie Review Mondays every Monday, and a collection of updates and random stuff throughout the month, and just awesome stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great one.